Hey kids, this is Eric Miller. I just wanted to talk to you briefly today about a bug out bag that I've been putting together. Now, full disclosure, I've done exactly 0 seconds of research before starting this project in putting together a bug out bag. So I have no idea whether any of this has been any good or if I've made horrible, terrible decisions. So I'm going to show you what I've done, and I want you guys to let me know in the comments what I've done completely wrong and what I need to how I need to start my life over again. Okay, so for starters, I had things in my house that I knew could be already used for a bug out bag. So I just wanted to gather together what I already had and then add, purchase whatever else that I didn't already have. I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars, putting together some really fancy, immaculate, cool bag. I just wanted to get some stuff together just in case. I'm thinking 2 or 3 days of food, clothing, medical supplies, whatever you might need. So let's look at where I started off. I got this Polish bag, Polish military bag from, I think it was Varustrelka, link in the description. Anyway, this is a really cool bag. You can see it's humongous. It's waterproof. And it even had, it apparently was used. It had somebody's name on it. I have your bag, Bajanke. But it looks like it's in pretty much new condition. It's pretty amazing. Now, this can hold a ton of stuff in it, as you can see. It's got these straps on the back here. Can be used as a backpack. It's not very comfortable though. It's kind of a backup thought. You can also reposition, move these straps to this center ring right here and just kind of carry it like a normal bag. Anyway, I was thinking, wow, this bag is pretty cool and I can hold all my stuff in it probably that I'm gonna need, but 2 problems. Number 1, it's a terrible backpack. And number 2, if there was something at the bottom of the bag that I needed, you'd have to go all the way through everything that was already in the bag. And I thought, well, that's kind of dumb. Anyway, this bag was about 30 bucks. It's pretty rad. I might use it for some other things. Varustrelka actually had another backpack that I thought was pretty cool. It's a Belgian Paratrooper pack. I've never seen these before, and if you can ever find one again, good luck, because it's pretty awesome. And it was about $60, and it looks like this. So let me take it apart and I'll show you what all I've done with it. Okay, we'll go through all the stuff that I put in the bag first, but let's just talk about this bag. This bag is pretty rad. So we've got these big, huge pockets down the side here, and this long pocket here, I was able to put 4 bottles of water in, 4 of these. So that's 2 liters of water in this one pouch here. And I put 2 more waters in here. So the whole bag on its own could carry, I was carrying 3 liters of water, which I think seems okay. I've got another pocket up here, which is cool. Now the top of the bag and the bottom of the bag, like right along here, had straps on them where you could put a bedroll up here and then put like a sleeping bag under here. I've got a really super small bedroll, and I'm gonna get another sleeping bag we'll talk about. So I took those straps off. I still have them in the bag though, just in case. So let's take a look inside the bag. So inside the bag has 3 pouches or sections. So this first section here, there's another section here, and there's a little section here. So these sections are separated by these this thing here, and each of these compartments can be separated, or you can actually unzip this thing right here, and then this flap is now open, and you can have the entire bag completely open. But I actually like it because it's separate, because I can put separate things in separate areas, and then if I need something specific, I can go into that one area. I think that's really handy. We also got these, whatever these things are called, you can put canteens or whatever onto these things here. It's got some other little connection points. The back here has a pad in it, so it's padded. got shoulder straps are padded. It has these little strappy things on the shoulder straps so you can hold on to the straps instead of whatever. And it's also got a seat belt, you know, strap that goes around your waist. So, oh, and it's got this super cool little handy handle on the top. And we can cinch up the top here. Anyway, this bag is super cool, waterproof. It's pretty cool, but as you can also see, it's kind of gigantic too. It's very wide. So one of the things that I'm thinking is that maybe I chose the wrong bag. Maybe this was the wrong bag to choose. I don't know, you guys tell me. Maybe my Polish bag was the better bag. I don't know, maybe some other stupid bag is the better bag than this stupid bag. I don't know, you guys let me know. But honestly, this bag is awesome. I love it to pieces. So let's go through all the things that I put together to go into it. Okay, so we already started off 3 liters of water. Now that may or may not be necessary to actually go into the bag, but because I had space for it in the bag, I put it in the bag. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. So we got first, we got this old towel that I happen to have lying around. It screams 1990s, but it's cool because it's got this weird lizard on it. So towel is just kind of something potentially useful. I have this teeny tiny little inflatable mattress pad. Very, very small, not very heavy. It fits in the bottom compartment there, hopefully with all the other sleepy things. We got ourselves a space blanket. I've got this thing, which is a tube tent, basically. Different than the tube tents I used to use back in the day. They were orange. This one is shiny silver. Anyway, very easy. You get string tied up between 2 trees, and this hangs up, and you got yourself shelter. Here are my straps that I'm not using. I'm going to keep them in the bag anyway, just in case I need straps. Zip ties. Zip ties are super handy for all kinds of things. You never know when you might need some zip ties to hold up your shelter or put something or do surgery or whatever. Anyway, zip ties, really handy. We got those. One thing I haven't decided on is a sleeping bag. So I don't know what kind of sleeping bag to get. Golly gee willikers. I could get something that's maybe about twice the size of this, or I could get one of those emergency sleeping bag things that's kind of like a really heavy duty space blanket. I don't know which one I should go for. You guys let me know what you think would be best in the comments. Okay, we got a little thing of toiletries. We've got toothpaste, toothbrush, that kind of stuff, but also I've got this kind of neat cutlery kit. This, I believe, comes from Norway, as it says Norway on it. So this is Norwayish military issue field kit. It's really nice, and even though this knife doesn't have serrations on it, it's surprisingly sharp. Anyway, this is a handy little kit. I got this years ago, and I said, hey, I'm totally gonna use it. Next up, we got a larger bag. We got a pack of Star Wars playing cards, Star Wars Rogue One playing cards, ooh la la. We got a Bible, we've got, I think this is 30 feet of rope, and some hand warmers. Okay, so let's take a look at the clothes that I brought. So I've got this heavy pair of pants. They're not super heavy. They're canvas pants. I've had them for years. I haven't worn them recently, and I thought these would be a good option to keep in there. We've got another heavy shirt, and it's also something that I've had for years. It's a little worn around the edges, so I thought, well, it's gonna be a good warm shirt to have. And this belt, it's seen better days, but it still totally works. We've got socks and underwear. We've got a heavy pair of socks and a light pair of socks. We've got this weird pair of pants that I have that's very, very lightweight, and the legs zip off to give you shorts. And then we've got a couple of old t-shirts that I have and probably not gonna wear very much in the future. So we got hot weather, we got cold weather stuff. Basically, I was just trying to cover all my bases. Here we got a little lizard finger puppet that I got from IKEA a long time ago. He helps me sleep at night. I got this cool flashlight here from Cabela's. I got it for free because I have a lot of store credit at Cabela's. It's got not only a focusing front light, which is I think is 300 lumens, and then it's got this 200 lumen floodlight. Anyway, it also flashes red. It's kind of a handy, just kind of all around flashlight. We've got ourselves a really cheap knife here. This is from a company called Tac Force. And I've got a couple of these knives, and they're not great. you know, $10, $15 knives, but they have a lot of features that I like. They've got a glass breaker, seatbelt cutter, quick open. I got a straight blade, we got a saw blade. Are these great knives that are going to withstand years of use running around in your pockets? No. Are they good knives for $10 or $15 that you can stash in your car or in your bug out bag, and if they get lost, broken, rusty, whatever, is it a huge loss? No. So that's what these things are great for. They're just handy, inexpensive knives with some good features on them. I happen to have this. This is a whistle, compass, thermometer, and it's got a magnifying glass in here so you can start fires with it. I thought, sure, I'll take that. I got this thing here from, again, from Cabela's. I have a lot of store credit at Cabela's, so I'm getting a lot of free stuff from Cabela's. There's a little multi-tool. These are only like $6 or $7 from Cabela's. You know, is it great? Is it going to replace your Monster Leatherman? No, but it's small and it's handy, and it works well enough for what it is. So again, I'm not going super all out fancy here. Here we got some deodorant, and we've got most of a roll of duct tape. This is my mess kit. Again, this is also from Norway, and I got this years ago at a surplus store somewhere, and this kit is pretty rad. It weighs about as much as those, you know, steel US made ones that you've probably seen around, but check this out. So this is aluminum. We've got one big pan here, and you can see because of its aluminum, it's kind of hard to clean. So it's been used. We've also got a second can or tin with a handle here, and a third one here. So for about the same weight as the two-piece US steel ones, you got two with two handles here. Anyway, this is a really cool little thing. I've had it for years, and I just thought, well, this is definitely going into my bug out bag. And again, if you can find one of these somewhere online, good luck. Anyway, this is cool. Speaking of cooking and food, here's what we've got going on here for this. I've got an old tea towel here, also a handy thing to have. And inside it is this collapsible stove doohickey. For these little kind of sterno type cans, I've got these Coughlin's Camp Heat. Now you can get actual sterno cans that are hot. You have to make sure you get the right ones that are hot enough to actually boil water. And I'm told that those are these here, sterno green, are the ones hot enough to boil water. Well, I didn't want to take a chance on that, so I've got these, which definitely are hot enough to boil water. Now, after I bought these, what I did see online were these little tiny propane stove things. Those are probably way better. I should have got one of those instead. But anyway, you guys let me know if I've made a terrible decision or not. Life straw, yes. Got a couple cans of Blue Diamond almonds. Now, Blue Diamond almonds are awesome because they come from my home place of the Central Valley of California. But also, these are great snacks. They got fat, they've got salt, they've got lots of protein. These are great snacks to have. They also have a shelf life of, I don't know, 2.5 years or so. So I'm not going to be checking this bag every 6 months to see if everything's expired or not. I want something with a reasonable shelf life. Got a little bag here with a can opener and some regular matches. Here I've got a Duraflame fire starter log. Do I need this huge fire starter log? No, probably not. But again, this is something that I just literally had laying around, and so I was going to use it. There are other smaller, more compact, easier to carry, fire starty things, but that's what I have, so I'm taking it. Got an emergency poncho here. Again, nothing special. And we've got Baby's First sunscreen because it's fragrance free and I don't do well with perfumes and whatever, so shut up, stop laughing at me. And I got 3 packages of some Mountain House stuff. We got rice and chicken, beef stroganoff, and breakfast skillet. So again, I had these. I bought a big box of this from Costco years ago, and I thought, hey, that looks like a good thing to have, just to have in my just as an emergency backup thing of food. And so I still had it. I've still got a ton more, but I just grabbed these 3 as I think that would fit and probably last me 2 or 3 days. I've also got this map here of the United States. And hey, what happens if you're out of electricity, you don't have GPS, whatever. Here's a nice simple map of the US with all of the highways and whatnot. And also kind of travel time chart here on the back, which is kind of neat. I purchased this map specifically because it wasn't humongous. It wasn't like a giant, super detailed thing of the whole United States. But also, it's waterproof and tear resistant. So this is a really handy, nice little map that might be a good idea just to keep in your car also, just in case. Also, I've got this bag here, and I love these kinds of bags. It's made out of this kind of funky, lightweight material, and it has these little straps on the side so you can wear it kind of like a backpack, but it's also got little handles on it. So I got this bag at a trade show a long time ago. So check out Robomet.3D, a UES product. They do great stuff, probably. So this is a nice bag. These are just really handy just to have an extra smaller bag instead of your gigantic, monstrous bag to carry things around. And the other nice thing about this particular bag is these strips right here are reflective tape. So, reflective. Yay! So anyway, that's what I got. Let me know what you guys think. What am I missing? What did I choose that was terrible? What do I have in here that I don't need and should get rid of? Because this pack is super heavy. Of course, most of the weight is being put in with that 3 liters of water that I'm carrying around. Maybe that's a terrible idea. I don't know, let me know. You know, any sort of sleeping bag recommendations would be appreciated. You know, I'm not expecting to spend a month by myself in the Alaskan wilderness during winter. This is just kind of something I can grab and go, hopefully be in a car, hopefully be in some sort of shelter for a couple days. The other thing I didn't mention is I bought this gigantic first aid kit from Costco, and it's not gonna fit in this bag. So I'm gonna trim it down, just grab out a couple of things that I think are gonna be most useful and put them in another smaller, you know, little bag. And other than that, I think that's it. So you guys let me know, how terrible have I screwed this up? So you maybe don't need to go through the lengths that I've gone through for this particular bag, but I think having some sort of bag type of thing might be, you know, really useful for everyone to have. Because hey, who knows when Skynet will unleash the zombie apocalypse? Oh wait. Anyway, that's all for me today. So stay safe, have fun, kids.